Good morning, people. I believe that all of you right now are asleep. It's 4:30 a.m. I'm heading to the train station. I'm going to work outside London in the, the Cotswolds for 4 days, and I have a time again to talk and tell stories. So the story this time, it's set in Italy, and it's about past lives, and it's involved the daughter of a friend. So where we can start? Let's start. Obviously, I'm not gonna do names. Um, it's a true story, but I'm not gonna do names of people. So if I use names, are not their real names for privacy reasons. I'm sure that everybody understands. So everything started an afternoon. We were chatting months ago, and my friend tells me that his daughter, um, every now and then, tells him stories about when she lived in Spain, and she lived in a town by a pink lake, and her husband would always dress as a woman, but then a big earthquake hit, and everybody dies. So obviously, you know, for a 4 years old little girl, it's quite I wouldn't say creepy to hear stories like that, but unusual, that's for sure. I mean, we watch TV, when and I'm sure that even if at that age you might not understand fully consciously certain things you might happen to see on TV or to hear, but yes, of course, subconsciously, um, it might stay, and then you might say things you heard without understanding it. I mean, you're 4 years old, but obviously, what you know made my friend wanted to tell me the story was the fact that it was about the details, how she created all this story that she might or not might see saw on TV, but you know she said, I lived in Spain by the Pink Lake, and big earthquake hit and everybody died. So I personally thought straight away that she was recalling some of past lives. There is many stories about kids remembering. So I told him, I sent him some links about, stories of kids remembering past lives, and then we just say goodbye. I don't remember if it's the same day or the day after. I was chatting with another friend um, that lives in Spain, and I told him, it's like, I spoke with, Marco. His name is not Marco, but and he told me that his daughter is telling this story about living by the Pink Lake, and a big earthquake hits, everybody die. So it's like At first he just said, ah, probably, might be imagination. But then the day after, he, he sent me a message asking me to call him, and he tells me, look, Alex, I done some research, and there is a pink lake in Spain. It really exists. It's really famous. It's touristic, really touristic, and the biggest earthquake in Spain recorded happened around this pink lake where a lot of time was, like suffer huge damage, especially one town was basically had like almost completely destroyed. So, and already this, it's enough to make a story. So I obviously I called Sandro, I called Marco straight away, and I tell him, look, I spoke with Mirko, and Mirko said this, and we were already. He was already like, wow. Sure, obviously, if you're not into spirituality, you will try to give explanation to that. So, and he told me that he can't believe it, but obviously, I'm sure he was trying to find an explanation. That, whatever explanation you can give about the fact that your daughter, it tells you a story about something that in details that really happened, it's already enough, I think, to find any explanation hard to make. But it's what comes next that makes it even more interesting. So a few days pass, and Mirko, my friend from Spain, sent me a message again asking me to call later on, and I do that, and he said, look, Alex, I done some further research, and mate, that the town that had most of the damages, the town is a twin city with a town called Ascoli. Ascoli is, I would say, so in Italy every region has kind of like a capital, like the capital of that region, and then it's normally subdivided in 4-5 provinces. So Ascoli is kind of like, I don't know how to say, maybe the capital of the province, while Ancona is the capital of the region. So this town by the Pink Lake that suffered the majority of damages from the earthquake is a twin city, is a twin with Ascoli. So now, why all of this? It's incredible because talking to my other friend Marco, the one in Italy, he tells me that she was born in Ascoli, and her name, the reason why they choose her name, I'm not gonna go to say here, but so they were in a trip in Spain before she was born, and they were talking about a name to give to their future daughter, and a Spanish waitress that could speak Italian and overheard their conversation, told them, look, there is this name I really like, I think it's beautiful, and they really love it. So her name was conceived in Spain. The town with the most of damage from the earthquake was twinned with Ascoli, where she was born, and all this on this pink lake that like she could not know about. And even if she saw something on TV, that's me. So she talked about an earthquake, about a pink lake, and about a town by the pink lake. So for me, I'm into spirituality. For me, she's remembering a past life. It feels quite obvious. I mean, obviously I don't have all proof because I haven't experienced something like that personally. But from reading articles about kids that had it, and then anyway, I mean, even if I did not read stories, but all of this, I think it's quite enough to say it, that she remembered it, something from a past life, because let's make it that at the end of our journey there is nothing, there is a void, there is nothing. Okay, like atheist believes this, that when we die it's over, nothing, there is nothing more. But if it's true, how come she remembered a pink lake that really existed, that is twinned with the city she was born, her name conceived in Spain? So even if I don't have the proof, I think that I would say all of this gives me enough evidence that there is something more, and there is something else after we die, and that probably we do reborn again, and then all the rest, we already spoke and wrote many times, like life lessons. I mean, this is all based on the people that has near-death experiences. So when they coming back, they say that the information they gain in the other side is that we keep coming back to learn lessons. So I hope I added some more information to maybe your personal information, or if you never heard about it before, that could be the first time. It might be the first story of many more you might be interested to hear, or to read about. It's plenty there in the magic world of internet. I almost arrived. The train leaves in an hour actually, and I'm so sleepy. All I want is coffee. Have a wonderful day, all of you.